a world where we no longer seem to know how to agree to disagree. Friendships are lost, families are torn apart, and workplaces are disrupted. Over what? Harris and Trump? Politicians? Politicians who do not even know your name? Are you as sick and tired of politicians as I am? The text, the commercials, the spam. You just cannot seem to get away from it. Hi there, my name is Nelke with Niljum Search Group, and in this video we will look at how to manage political speech at work. First, let's address the big question. Why would employers want to limit political speech? By setting boundaries, management tries to create a respectful and focused atmosphere where everyone feels valued and included, regardless of their political affiliation. Simply put, political talk can lead to heated discussions, conflict, and disruptions. This negativity can impact productivity and workplace morale. Most people believe we have absolute free speech rights at work, but that's not entirely true. The First Amendment protects against government censorship, but private employers can enforce policies to ensure speech aligns with the company values. It's important to understand that some states have laws that offer some additional protections for employees when it comes to political speech. In addition to First Amendment protection, employees also have rights under the National Labor Relations Act, the NLRA. This protects their ability to engage in concerted activities for the purpose of collective bargaining or mutual aid and protection. So what does that mean? It means that employees have some protection when it comes to discussing work conditions, wages, and other terms of their employment. Employers must be careful not to restrict speech that falls under this category. The NLRA applies to most private sector employers, regardless of whether you're unionized or not. But isn't political affiliation protected? Federal law doesn't explicitly protect against political affiliation discrimination, but some states, like California and New York, do. The ultimate goal is a workplace culture that respects individual rights while maintaining professionalism and cohesion amongst team members. You as employers should create clear policies that outline acceptable forms of political expression. By doing this, you can encourage open communication and at the same time prevent conflicts that can come from different political views. Navigating political discussions can be challenging, but with the right strategies, it is manageable. Let's take a look at what needs to be done. Create clear written policies that outline acceptable and unacceptable political activities. These policies should not only include speech, but also address wearing political apparel and displaying political materials. It could also touch on social media activity. The emphasis should be on professionalism and inclusion. We're all on social media. Heck, you're on it right now. Social media blurs the lines between personal and professional lives. Employers should develop social media policies that clarify acceptable behavior and emphasize the impact of online activities on the workplace. It is very important to distinguish between official, company-related social media accounts and private ones. To make sure everyone understands the why, you need to communicate and educate employees about the implications that their online behavior may have on coworkers, subordinates, managers, and the company as a whole. When it comes to social media, the biggest challenge is balancing privacy and oversight. As an employer, you want to encourage civic involvement, provide reasonable time off for political activities like voting, ensure consistency in enforcement, avoid any perception of bias or favoritism, and address complaint promptly. In addition to having these clear policies in place, you should encourage open communication and have respect for others' viewpoints. Does it seem like almost every company has to make some kind of political stand? It's important to recognize that policies about political activities should go both ways. Not only should there be guidelines for employees, there also should be for employers. Legally, employers must be aware of what they can and cannot do when it comes to politics. Most of the times, corporations can endorse political candidates. The big question is, should they? Most of the time, the answer is no. As an employer, most of the time, it's best to just stay out of politics. Employers do not want an employee with a totally different political view to feel uncomfortable or quit. Clients and potential clients may not exactly feel the same way as management, and they may simply take their business elsewhere. Or you may have just burned some bridges with other politicians whose help you may need in the future. By simply focusing on business, companies respect the diversity of their customers and their employees instead of focusing on activism. Creating a workplace culture that promotes respect and professionalism is crucial, and policies regarding politics are an integral part in creating such an environment. By understanding the legalities, developing clear policies, and promoting respectful dialogue, you can effectively navigate political discussions in the workforce. Just like every person is unique, so is every company. Tailor these strategies to fit your particular organization Thanks for watching The Best Way to Hire, where we teach you how to find talent or job hunt like a professional recruiter.